difficult to do in the United States? I mean,
It is.
When we go to Europe, we just notice everything's different. The bread's different.
It's not in seed oils. They don't spray it with folic acid.
Yeah.
I mean, in Europe, they have something called day old bread.
Yeah.
You can walk down the street in France and you look at a bakery and the bread is half off because it's going to expire that night.
Yeah.
You can take a loaf of bread out here and set it on the counter and eat it 12 days later.
Right.
Because it's got so many, seed oils and most of them are processed. So, without just going crazy, the basics of nutrition are the further you get from the soil, the less healthy food becomes. So if it's in a wrapper, if it's processed, if it has colors and, if it has colors in it, most foods are not pink and sky blue and mauve and purple, chartreuse. These are not things we find in nature. And so, eating a whole food diet, obviously grass-fed meats, wild caught fish, organic fruits, go a long way to improving our health. Also learning to be okay with hunger. Phenomenal things happen to the human body when you apply these stresses. Remember I said there's a term called hormesis. It means I apply a stress and it responds in a positive way, meaning it does something positive for you. So for example, what happens when you're hungry or you intermittent fast? Your body starts to eat useless cells. Your body has time to repair and eliminate waste and detoxify and regenerate and rebuild itself. So when you're hungry, you are focused, you're alert, right? You're actually significantly more aware. Your short-term recall is actually more acute when you're hungry. And then what we do is, because it's slightly uncomfortable and we don't want to be uncomfortable, we eat at the first pang of hunger and then we divert all that oxygen.
It's a comfort again.
It's a comfort thing again. We're just stealing from ourselves. We need to place a priority on energy, right? And so if you look at food as whether or not it's going to serve you or steal from you, and you know that certain foods are thieves and they dress up in beautiful suits and pretty cocktail dresses and they are fun colors and they look very enticing, but you're going to let that in to your most important temple and it's going to steal from you. And it happens over and over and over again because we just want that short dopamine ding from that, from that sweet taste. And so we don't ever really get any discipline. Happiness comes from actually being disciplined and being in control of our choices, not walking by a tray full of food and actually knowing that you shouldn't eat it and eating it anyway. It creates that conflict inside you. That lack of discipline creates this conflict. So actually eating poorly serves you poorly and mentally degrades your image of yourself. And so, when we develop discipline around our morning routines and discipline around our diets, we meet this entire new person that's inside of us. Right? It's a healthier, happier, more robust version of you.
Right.